Welcome back, students. Hope you all are fine, happy, and healthy. Now, we are going to study the effect of water pollution not only in the human bodies or the plant but also on the different organisms that live into the water bodies like river, pond, oceans, and all. So, in our today's class, we will mainly studies or focus on the effect of water pollution and how can we reduce the water pollution. So let us study. You have to make the notes on the effect of water pollution in point wise. Okay, so first question arises over here. State the effect of water pollution. So water pollution that comes out from the industries obviously make the water unfit for drinking. Okay, so in this way the water bodies, the quality of the water is degraded in such a way that the water bodies that are used for drinking water is not more remain for the drinking. Understood? So first step is come over here. Industrial waste make the water body unfit for the drinking and also affect the aquatic life, means the living organism that live into the water get affected by the water pollution or water pollutant from the industries. Next, second number topic, untreated domestic waste, means those domestic waste that comes directly from the houses and directly let off or thrown or released into the water bodies make the water bodies cause a lots of waterborne diseases. Understood? So untreated waste means those waste that is coming from house should be treated well. If it is untreated and discharged directly into the water bodies, they cause waterborne diseases. Understood? Waterborne diseases like dysentery, diarrhea, typhoid, cholera, such a kind of disease. So here comes sorry, state the cause of waterborne disease. Name any three waterborne disease. Waterborne disease. Okay, now our health problem immediately. So water pollution may not harm our health problem immediately but can harmful for a long time exposure. Understood? So these are means water pollution obviously have a bad effect of not only on the human being but also on the different kinds of plants as well as the animals that live into the water. Now another question comes over here. State the steps to prevent water pollution. So it is one of the most important question and hope all of you know well what will be the answer of that question. So I am just going to explain each and every line. Do not bath or wash cloth into the water bodies, because washing and bathing utilize a lots of soap or the detergent, and this soap and the detergent have bad impact on the water bodies and cause water pollution. So we should change our habit and we should not bath or wash our cloth into the water bodies. In this way we can reduce the water pollution up to certain extent. Understood? So it is the very simple and vital step to prevent the water pollution. Next, do not throw litter. Litter means any waste into the water bodies like lake or ocean, because this litter contain a lots of organic waste and this organic waste invites a lot of bacteria, and this bacteria if increase into the water bodies obviously cause the water pollution. So organic waste should not be thrown into the water bodies because it badly affect the water bodies and support the growth of the bacteria and algae and anything else which obviously cause eutrophication and damage the water bodies. Understood? Next, industrial waste. Treat before discharge means if the industrial waste is discharging to the water bodies at the middle, they should be treated well so that the pollutant can be removed and simple water can be released into the water bodies. Understood? So it should be treated means the water pollutant should be removed from the industrial effluent. Understood? Next, human scatera. Human scatera means latrine of the human and other animal or other organic waste should not be thrown directly into the water body. These should be utilized to generate biogas, because biogas plant obviously we get a lots of biogas from this kind of decomposing of this kind of organic waste like human scatera, animal bodies, dead bodies or organic waste, and this waste decomposing of this waste release a lots of biogas, and this biogas can be utilized as a source of energy. So they should not directly throw into the water body, they should utilize to get biogas. Understood? And after all, they can obviously utilize as a fuel or dumped into the land or pit. Next, chemical fertilizer and pesticides should be replaced by biofertilizer or biopesticide. You know, lots of chemical fertilizer and pesticide are utilized by the farmers to improve the crop yielding, but obviously they cause eutrophication and badly affect the water bodies. So this kind of chemical fertilizers and pesticides should be removed and at the place they are utilized biofertilizers or biopesticides. Understood? Next, industries should be built quite far from the water bodies. Industries should be built from large distance from the water bodies so that industries cannot release their water directly into the water bodies. In this way, the level of water pollution can be reduced up to certain extent. Understood? And some laws should be passed from the government so that industry can obey on that law to reduce the water pollution. Understood? So it is given both the government and the industry should take the responsibility of cleaning water bodies such as river, lakes, ponds and streams. Ganga Action Plan is one of the such plan. You know, the Ganga is obviously get polluted due to the large urbanization, industrialization, and due to which the water quality of the Ganga become degraded. So both government and the industries as well as the local authority took a step to make the Ganga clean, and this is called Ganga Action Plan. Okay, so here we come to know about the different aspects of maintaining good quality of the water and remove the water pollutant. Okay, so many sewage system plants should be built. Sewage system plant means those water that comes through the drain, they should be treated, and this treating of the water from the drain is called sewage treatment plant. So many sewage treatment plants should be built to prevent the sewage mixing into the water. In this way, if the drain water should be the dirtiness of the drain water should be removed. If it has been removed, the water become clean and they can easily be mixed into the or released into the water bodies, and that they do not have any kind of bad effect at all. Understood? Now, Ganga Action Plan. Ganga Action Plan, as I already told you about Ganga Action Plan, because Ganga is the main source of water in North India, and most of the people are utilizing Ganga or its tributary for their source of water. And at the same time, this water is get polluted by the sewage, by the industries, or by the urbanization, and it have a bad effect on the health of the living beings, either be the plant, animal, or human being. So there is a plan that has been passed to make the Ganga pollution free, and this is called Ganga Action Plan. Indian government has launched many programs to reduce the water pollution. One such program is Ganga Action Plan, and it has launched on 14th January 1986 with the object of checking water pollution and to improve the water quality. And the objectives of Ganga Action Plan has been discussed over here. So here you have to write down the question, state the objectives of Ganga Action Plan. Ganga Action Plan. So the treatment of the domestic sewage and reduce the toxic and industrial chemical waste. So if the domestic sewage means the water that comes down from the houses into the drain, they contain a lots of toxic and substances. If these toxic substances are removed from the drain water, it become free from the pollution and they can directly release into the water bodies. In the same way, industrial chemical should also be removed. So both the removal of the toxic substances make them free from the water pollutant, and they can directly release into the Ganga. In this way, we can reduce the pollution of the Ganga. Next, control water pollution can caused by agricultural runoff, human defecation, and cattle wallowing. Means control water pollution. Means if we do a water pollution and control its if we control the water pollution by reducing the agricultural runoff, or you can say by reducing the using of fertilizers, by reducing the discharge of human feces or latrine, and by obstructing the cattle to move into the water body, we can control the water pollution. Understood? So these are the three different steps that can be utilized by the human being on their aspects. They can obviously reduce the water pollution, or you can say Ganga pollution of the Ganga. Now, monitor the throwing of unburnt and half-burnt bodies into the river. So many people throw the dead bodies into the river, and this way river get polluted, and sometimes unburnt bodies or half-burnt bodies are thrown, and obviously the body, either be the of dog or human being, that are thrown into the Ganga, make the Ganga dirty. So it should be avoided, okay, and it should be monitored well. Next, setting up research and development center to conserve the biotic diversity of the river. Means a research and development center should be there to maintain the aquatic ecosystem in well condition, which obviously reduce the pollution up to some extent. Production of methane of energy generation, means all kinds of organic waste should be collected, and there should be a methane generation or biogas energy plant. These organic waste, either be the human excreta or you can say any kind of organic waste, should be kept into this chamber, and from there we can get a lots of biogas, and this biogas should be utilized in our daily life for our daily consumption, because it is a clean fuel. So this kind of organic waste should not be thrown into the water bodies. They should be kept into the tank. In this way we can reduce the water pollution up to some extent. So in this way you come to know about the different aspects that can reduce the water pollution. So for today, that much. In our next class we will study about